Welcome back to the second part of this video session on sales compensation and incentive plans. In this video, we will discuss on the purpose of having incentives in pharma companies and what are the controls based on the terms and conditions for approval and release of incentives in pharmaceutical industry. We will also see how the new products are launched in pharma and how the incentives can be linked with the new product launch to ensure successful launch of new products. Incentive compensation, or we can also call it as an incentive plan, which is another critical function and an important aspect for raising the effectiveness of sales force. Incentives are planned as a strategic decision which improves performance of the employees and also the performance of organizations. Incentives are also used as a tool for motivating the sales force. A good incentive plan brings the sales personnel together to work in team, and it also fosters a friendly atmosphere and healthy competition so that collectively they can achieve organizational business goals. Ideally speaking, incentive plans should promote a desired behavior in the sales force. About this desired behavior, we will be discussing in length in the upcoming slides. And this desired behavior should result in individual performance and performance in team so that they can contribute in achievement of organizational sales target. The incentive programs designed by the organizations are either monetary or non-monetary benefits individually as well as in the team. The monetary programs are straightforward, which are designed to reward either one of the following desired behavior in the sales force. The first desired behavior is achievement of sales visit or call average made by the medical representative or the sales force to the listed doctors only. And second, achievement of sales target, the total value sales target or product wise, which is annually or by quarterly. Incentives decided will be for the achievement of sales target for a sales cycle. Say for example, January, February and March and so on. We can say the reasons of designing incentive for the salespeople are to promote the desired behavior of the employees. If the behavior is improved, the performance will automatically come. The behavior is like visiting the doctors regularly at the predefined time gap, maintaining the visit record, analyzing the records and developing plans to cover up any discrepancy in visits, planning primary and secondary sales, being calculative so as not to miss the incentives, etc. The incentive plans prepared should be reasonably achievable to everyone so that each and every salesperson should get equal opportunity to earn the incentives based on their capabilities as well as the sales volume contributed by them. Ultimately, when team members perform, it will strengthen the team. Set the incentives timeline strategically. As discussed, the incentives must be planned quarterly as well as annually so that step by step, sales cycle by sales cycle, the entire team should contribute in achieving the organizational goal. Acknowledging the importance of failure. Not all the team members or medical representatives will succeed in earning their sales incentive. Some may fail even by small margin or maybe due to miscalculation or due to some unavoidable circumstances. In such situation, acknowledging the sales reps for their efforts is very important with the saying that they will be given additional support in the upcoming cycle to make sure that they will earn their incentives and rewarding them with small value gift for their efforts taken. This will maintain their motivation and thrust of remaining in the competition to earn the incentives in coming sales cycles. Consider the group incentives. Means along with individual incentives, if the incentive is linked with the group performance, the culture of teamwork and support will increase, which will further strengthen the performance of the organization. And the last reason for incentive plan is to recognize innovative approaches that increases the productivity. Some of the task done by any sales personnel, if it is innovative or done in a way other than the routine way, it must be also recognized immediately, which will maintain the flair of receiving recognition and boost the team performance. Companies announces both monetary as well as the non-monetary incentive plans in the beginning of the financial year. That is, in the budget meeting planned in the month of April by the Indian companies and in the month of January by the multinational companies. The monetary incentive plans are attached to achievement of annual sales volume, quarterly sales volume, as well as product or group segment wise achievement, which are given in the form of either cash rewards. The cash rewards are given to the achievers, which can be 2 to 3% and sometimes it is up to 5% of the total rupee volume sales achievement by the medical representative as well as the first line sales manager. It is based on their PMPM. For example, if the quarterly target is 15 lakhs and the PMPM, that is per month per man, is rupees 5 lakhs, thus at 3% quarterly incentive, the value will become 45,000 rupees. Some company also provides incentives in the form of gift cards and discount coupons. Certain companies also provide discount coupon, gift cards from banks or from online marketers for the things they wish to buy on their own. The incentives declared can be also in the form of a Star Performer Award. Company also announces Star Performer Award Club where 110% of the given sales target achievers will be rewarded with the cash incentives, gifts and stay at exotic Indian locations or at foreign destination. If the sales representatives wish to take their family members along with them for receiving the Star Club award, then depending upon company to company, the achievement of annual sales target may range from 115% to 121%. And the incentives can also be linked to the new product launch activities. Every pharma company launches at least 1 to 2 new products in each sales quarter to boost their sales and have an organic growth. To make the new product a grand success, companies also announce incentives for successful launch of new product such as highest sales at national level, highest number of prescriptions of new product on the day of its launch, highest personal order booking of new product, etc. Some companies also plan non-monetary incentives along with monetary incentive plans. The non-monetary incentives are: first is the recognition come appreciation letter or certificate, which will be given by the sales manager in the next cycle meet. Second can be the rolling trophy, which is a way where the performer team is provided with a trophy and the news of such achievement will be circulated across the India to each team member, which become a recognition as well as motivates other team members to perform and earn the rolling trophy as well as the recognition. If a medical rep misses monetary incentives just by a small margin or due to stringent incentive conditions may result in unpredicted behavior and by being less motivated may not participate in the next cycles for incentives. In such case, non-monetary incentives and word of appreciation will play an important role. In case of non-monetary incentives, performer of the month or quarter can be declared and his cutout can be prepared as a standee and kept at the prominent place in the meeting hall, or his picture can be published in the Achievers of the Month bulletin published by the company. Having the cutout in the central place of meeting hall or having name and picture published in the national level bulletin, it is really a matter of pride to the medical representative or the sales force. Thus, such non-monetary incentives can also make the salespeople highly motivated. Though achievement of incentive is a reward and recognition for the sales representative, it is actually a cost to the company. Sometimes some medical reps may take some shortcuts of dumping the stocks at wholesalers just for the sake of earning incentives. The excess or dumped stock either will be returned by the stockist or they may not make payment against it. In either case, it is lost to the company. Hence, to avoid all such wrong practices and to give incentives to honest efforts, every company has terms and conditions for getting qualified for the incentives. Let's discuss some of these terms and conditions in short. The first condition is achievement of 90% of next quarterly target value. This is possible only if there is a secondary sales which is genuinely based on the prescriptions of doctors. There will be liquidation of stocks at retailers and wholesalers level, which will help to achieve 90% or even more than 100% of the next quarter sales target. If sales are achieved by dumping without the secondary sales, then achievement of 90% of next month's or next quarterly sales target will be quite difficult. Here, the medical rep will be disqualified. The second checkpoint is clearance of payments from the wholesalers within the said time period of 21 days, which is standard payment cycle. If there is an incremental secondary sales and constant demand from the retailers, there will be flow of products from the wholesalers to the retailers and flow of payment from retailers to the wholesalers. If the stock is dumped without the secondary sales and without consent of the wholesalers, in such case the wholesalers may not release the payment as per the payment cycle within 21 days. In such case, medical reps may lose their incentives. That's why each territory should have a consistent and incremental sales month after month, quarter after quarter, and year after year basis. The other important criteria for qualifying the incentives are like call average and core product wise target achievements, etc. Deduction of credit note. When wholesalers return the breakage and expiry products back to the CFS has to issue a credit note to the wholesalers, which means the amount of breakage and expiry goods will be deducted from the next month's payment of the wholesalers. Expiry is due to non-prescription and stocks lying at the retailer or the wholesalers level. In such case, before calculating the incentive, the credit note of breakage and expiry will be deducted as 100% from the achievement amount. Let us understand this. For example, if sales achievement is rupees 10 lakhs and the credit note value is 25,000, then sales achievement will be calculated as 10 lakh minus 25,000, that is 9.75 lakhs only. Similarly, if non-sellable items due to non-movement of product which are not expired, in such cases the deduction will be 200%. That is, against the returns of 25,000, the deduction value will be of rupees 50,000. Hence, the calculation of incentives and qualifiers will be declared only after 3 to 4 months of incentive cycle. The very common condition in any company is to become eligible for incentive. One must have completed at least 12 months of his service in that company. On this slide, a dummy incentive slab for product-wise sales achievement is shown. Sales target is mentioned on the target sheet of each medical representative, and achievement of sales target slab-wise will entitle to earn incentive amount. Say for the product A, if the achievement is in between 111% to 120%, then the sales rep is entitled to earn incentive amount of rupees 5,250 and so on. The terms and conditions for claiming the incentives will remain same as discussed earlier. As we know that the salespeople are under tremendous sales pressure, frequent traveling, huge waiting times at doctor's office for sales call visit, handling retailers, wholesalers and CFS, achieving monthly, quarterly, annual sales target, and so many other administrative work pressure. In such situations, keeping high motivation level of salespeople is a big challenge for every company. Thus, pharma companies arranges various activities for their sales force to keep them motivated. The monetary means of motivation we have discussed in the earlier slides. Now we will try to understand the non-monetary means of motivation of the salespeople one by one. The first activity under non-monetary motivation is the refreshers training program. This program is arranged for the sales force to give a change from their routine working schedule, as well as in this program their product knowledge is brushed up to boost their confidence in effective product promotion. Some companies also organize recreational activities for the sales force with or without their family members, wherein games or musical programs are also arranged along with the management games. Such programs may also be combined with rewarding performers with certificates of achievements. Then the personality development programs such as soft skill programs can be also organized by the companies to boost their confidence. The product management team may organize contests on product knowledge on monthly basis using apps or social networking apps, and winners will be rewarded with small gifts. Under the management graduation program, some companies do tie-ups with management institute to offer executive management courses for their sales force, which will enable them to get managerial promotions, thus making people feel proud about the organization and making these people remain involved in achieving the sales target in the highly pressured environment. The monetary and non-monetary motivation means are used by the companies to keep their sales force motivated. Due to competition in existing market and to have constant growth in the market, every company introduces new products in the market. Every company wish to launch their products successfully in the market so that they can take advantage of establishing the new products as early as possible to ensure to have better position in the market. Product management team plans product launch activities in three phases. The first phase is called as a pre-launch activity, second is called as a launching activity, and the third phase is called as a post-launch activity. Now we will discuss on the pre-launch activity. The pre-launch activity starts well before actual launch of new product. In pre-launch activity, which starts with RCPA, that is Retail Chemist Prescription Audit, where a survey is conducted by the sales force to find out the potential prescribers and market potential by doing competitor analysis. Then, after this RCPA is done, the product launch meeting is organized by the pharma company where product knowledge including indications, how the drug has its mode of action, promotional strategy, the promotional campaign, the communication to be done using visual aid, and promotional inputs designed for effective product launch will be discussed with the sales force. Then the meeting also has practicing on product communication as per the detailing guidelines, word to word, and the scientific information which is to be used in supporting to detailing communication is practiced. The pre-launch activity, some companies may plan pre-launch activities until the product is actually launched, where only brand name or the product tagline is promoted using a reminder cards on daily basis by keeping the brand related input on the table of doctor before the doctor comes to office for seeing the patients. One beautiful example we will discuss here. Dr. Reddy's laboratory, when they were planning to launch their nimesulide brand with the brand name Nice, they started a pre-launch activity by saying have a nice day. That registered the brand name due to word NISE, nice, which is very commonly been used by everyone on daily basis. Only slight change in spelling was done. Instead of C in nice, they spelled it NISE, which was a good change to the pain habit of doctor. Hence, it got accepted by the doctors easily and it became a big brand in no time. Even the personal order booking becomes the important part of this pre-launch activity. Once the pre-launch activity is done, next comes is to ensure availability of this new product at the nearby retail chemist shop so as to honor first prescription of the doctor. To encourage the personal order booking, some companies also attached incentives to volume of personal order booking of this new product. After completing the pre-launch activity, the actual product launching activity begins, which starts with product launch activity as per the detailing communication practice in product launch meeting with promotional inputs like leave behind literature, physician sample, brand reminder inputs, research articles supporting efficacy of the drug in promoted disease conditions, etc. is used by the sales personnel. Some companies may also design the launch campaign by wearing a specially designed uniform, which may be a shirt or a t-shirt with printed brand name on the shirt's pocket, or wearing a cap with the brand name printed on it. One company who was planning to introduce a superior antibiotic in the existing antibiotic market, they planned to wear soldier-like uniform. The company wanted to link their communication as like a soldier. The new product will also combat the infection. If a company has a plan to launch two brands at one time, they can plan cricket match between two teams of doctors wearing company provided t-shirts where the brand name is printed on the t-shirt on its front and the back side. Thus, it will make an easy brand registration and chances of successful brand launch increases. Then the company will also have a first prescription campaign. Some companies also plan first prescription campaign where the medical representative has to collect the image of the first prescription by the targeted doctors and sharing that image to their immediate managers as well as the product manager. And the maximum number of prescriptions from one medical representative will be rewarded in the upcoming cycle meeting. Thus, the success of new product depends upon how effectively the promotional campaign is designed, which can be designed based on the competitor's new product launch activity or matching to the disease segment in which the product is launched. After the product launch, then comes is to evaluate the performance and effectiveness of product launch activity and efforts taken by the medical representatives while launching the new product in their territory. This can be seen after the launch of new product. What is the PMPM of the new product after its launch? PMPM means per man per month achievement of primary as well as secondary sales. At the time of launch of new product, every company plans to achieve a specific amount of PMPM by each medical representative, which is considered as the national PMPM. If the MR meets or exceeds the national PMPM, then the product is effectively launched, or else performance evaluation will be done in the next cycle meeting. Of course, those medical representatives who achieves or exceeds the national PMPM, they get rewarded by appreciation letter and monetary rewards. That's all from my end. Hope the content of this topic are explained well to the level of your understanding. In case you find this useful, press the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you. Happy e-learning.